you mistake the crowd for the individual. It's one of my favorite quotes, and a lot of times, and especially here in this day and age, we hear people talk about they're independent, they're unique, they got their own style, they're in a lane of their own. But honestly, what I just see is a bunch of damn copycats. People wearing the same things, people saying some of the same catchphrases. I was out last week and I was like, wow, this sounds pretty freaking robotic, like literally. And then the time about it is that even though some new things come out that I would like to try or maybe explore, after I see 50 to 100 of y'all with the same gallery department shirt on, the same type of Instagram pictures with them empty Louis Vuitton bags, I mean, to all y'all be done wore it out. I don't even want to try it no more. It's very robotic, but people sit up and say, I'm individual, I'm unique, I'm in a lane of my own. You're mistaking the crowd for the individual. A lot of what you think is your own has been programmed into you. You know, a lot of people, we want the Gucci, the Louis, but you don't really know why. You can't really get no logical reason why, other than that personifies you being in success. You don't know nothing about the leather, the material, the make, any of the benefits of becoming a lifelong customer. You don't know none of that stuff. Everybody wants a Mercedes Benz. You know, I was saying this morning, I went and got a Benz and a BMW and had to pay so much in damn maintenance, I couldn't believe it. It wasn't that it's not something to have, but it wasn't for me at the point. But I thought that's what would have personified me as doing a little something or making it. It wasn't personifying me as nothing. Them maintenance bills tore my behind up. I wasn't ready yet. You know, that was the thing with that. But these are things that I was chasing a lot of times that, you know, we chase after thinking that, oh, this is gonna personify me as successful. This will make everybody think I'm winning and doing my thing. And that ends up stressing you out, because you get into, like I got into so many different holes and loops and ladders and get into stuff that you just may not be ready for at that moment. And I know it's a crazy thing in this society to sit and say, hey, I'm not ready for that, or that's not in budget. But don't stress yourself, bless yourself. You know if you're ready and know if you ain't ready for something. And as much as people think that they're unique and original and stuff, if you really sit down and analyze what you're doing and then start analyzing what everyone else is doing, you might not be too damn far off the totem pole of doing this. Just about primarily the same type of person and experiencing the same type of situation. And we explore everything else, but try exploring your inner self. Like, what clothes is really comfortable for you? What type of car is actually the best for you and your lifestyle? What do you really desire? Because a lot of these things are imprinted, and a lot of us have not had the time or even took the time to ask ourselves, hey, what do I really like? Hey, maybe this type of car ain't best for me. Maybe a Kia is best for you, even though you may have the money for a Benz, and you can use that money to transcend yourself into some other things. But, you know, we're so busy trying to chase the hype and trying to be cool that those things never get across to us. It's literally like you're mass programmed, but individually operating it. And you think that you're doing so. I'm telling you, go back. And I tell the people, the best thing that you can do is go back to childhood and even young adulthood, and those things that you liked but you was embarrassed to share or talk about or didn't really do much with. Maybe it wasn't cool for you to be, you know, 27 in the hood with your homeboys and talking about you like to paint or draw pictures of flowers. Maybe that's where you're gonna find the gems and the keys, the things that you held back and the things that you hid back because they weren't popular or many people weren't doing them in your environment. So we just adopt these mass things to fit into society, which is fine. Do what you got to do. I ain't telling nobody how to run their damn life, but you hop into these things and then you become a younger adult like I did, and you trying to chase, oh, this type of thing. You want your house to look this way. I could have had hundreds of thousands by now if it wasn't for trying to keep up with the social standards and social things and finding out I don't even watch TV. What the hell was I doing with a 70-inch TV? 65-inch in the living room. I had 4 TVs. I had a TV sitting in my closet because I didn't have no way. I had a TV in my bathroom. and didn't even watch TV, didn't even have cable. Most of the time I may catch something on YouTube, but I'm not a TV watcher. But here I spent thousands, because this is what it's got to look like in your living room, and this is what it's got to look. This is what you got to have in your home, and would have been better off taking that money even at that time and buying a camera and starting content creation way back then, and would have already been past the moon and the stars probably years ago. Take the crowd for the individual, find out who you individually are, and get rid of those preconceived things that have been programmed, and told. And some of the stuff that I was already programmed on, I like it. Oh yeah, and still want to get it. But you're gonna start to find some discrepancies in there. And then as you go and actually, if you take the guts to go after breaking up that programming and finding out what you individually like or enjoy or what your individual thing is, you'll have more fulfillment. The days will be easier. You won't be as worn out on the day because you'll be in alignment and doing something that's in the connection of who you individually are, not who you were mass programmed. Don't mistake the crowd for the individual.